I'm just super passionate about what I do. It's not even just about the business. It's beyond that. It's creating these spaces, creating these homes for people that are from one end of the spectrum to the other, from young to old. It's super important. So I want to give people the best thing I can give them for the cost.
That's pretty cool.
This is what you can expect when you order one from us. It's completely set up on its foundation, locked down, ready to go. All right, you got to check out this new foundation system that we got. This is for a 1640 tiny home that our customer ordered. They were actually going to do just a slab foundation on this. We talked to them about this system. They actually couldn't get a concrete guy to get in here in a timely fashion. And so Merlin from M&G, my concrete guy, he is exclusive. He came in here and
how long did it take us, John?
A day and a half.
Day and a half.
Day and a half. So she'd been trying to get this system done, or get any system done for, a month, and she hasn't been able to get anybody. So we talked to her about this system, which we're super excited about. It's a concrete pier and post system that utilizes 42 inches of concrete in the ground, 3-ply, 2x6 laminated post that go up in these brackets and suspend it, and then this is a trench footing that'll get concrete blocks holding the center up, and then it gets tied down to the outside, and this is a system. It's budget friendly and half the cost of a traditional crawl space foundation. This is a big savings. What would a crawl space of this size cost, Merlin? If I just called you and said, hey, I need a 16 by 40 foot crawl space, 4-foot walls, what would that cost somebody?
So a crawl space with vapor barrier like this one has, and dust cap, 3-foot walls, you'd be looking at just under 20,000 versus this one here is sub 10,000.
So it's a huge cost savings.
It's a huge cost savings, and you're not sacrificing quality.
Nice. In your opinion, as a concrete guy, I know you've been doing this a long time. Do you think this is as strong and as good as a crawl space?
Absolutely.
So holding it down and everything else,
Yep.
the tie downs, everything.
Concrete foundation.
It's just as
Absolutely.
good. Yeah, I would agree. For us, we try to find out where budget meets quality. I've been in this business about 6 years now, and what I've seen through the process is just so many companies come in. They're just knocking these portable buildings out with no care. No code compliance. They're just knocking them out and putting them there because originally they weren't for that. So but we've evolved into that. People want to live in these. They need a small space. They need something budget friendly.
Underneath this bracket is you see this top of this pier right here, and it goes down about 6 inches, and then it becomes an 18-inch round, and then it goes down about another 2 feet. And then it bells out to about 30 inches by the time it reaches the base. And that is your foundation underneath the bracket. My opinion is this is absolutely the most cost-effective, while still being one of the greatest solutions to the problem of people just bringing these tiny homes, setting them on a concrete slab, and being like, good luck, hope it doesn't get windy. So this is a 16-inch wide by 12-inch deep concrete trench footing that he's going to set concrete blocks on. Overall, just gives more rigidity to the floor.
The reason we really started doing this is over the last few years. I mean, we started this 6 years ago, but it became more important to me. I have 2 daughters, both got married really young, and they were looking for a place to live with their spouses, and it is impossible to find anything that they can afford. We started this adventure trying to figure out cost-effective solutions to their problem. One of the things that we did, it goes back to my roots, just not living outside of your means. We did a off-grid cabin. It's not ideal maybe for everybody, but it's so exciting. So over the last year, I've watched them not have to pay exorbitant amounts of money for rent. They've been able to save money for their down payment for a house. This last year, they have been able to put away money. That is why we started really trying to figure out ways where we can make this budget friendly for everybody. I believe it's so important for young people to get a solid footing in life. You have to start somewhere, and if you're starting so far behind the 8 ball and a mortgage that's way over your head. I want to be able to produce something, offer the community something that they can afford. This can go all the way into, like, what this customer, they're aging out of their other home. This happens a lot where we see our customers aging out of their house, they sell it, they're out of debt, and then they have a little bit of money to spare. They can put this in and still live on what they got left from the sale of their house.
I currently have a 200 square foot barn shed over there, but it wasn't big enough to meet the zoning rules. So I needed a 600 square foot, and we seen Johnathan putting up a barn shed on a different property, and we were like, that's the answer, because he's making it so well built, it'll pass house code.
Yes.
So passing house code is so important. And so I plan to retire next July, and this will be my new house. So
I believe it's super important if you start out in life with a solid footing, a solid foundation, and then you finish well after retirement, and you get rid of that big house, and you can get something like this. Maybe it's not for everybody, but I think it's a great solution to be able to offer people where they can finish well. So what's different about us? We're not just looking to set a building and be done. We pay close attention to detail on everywhere from the time we lay the runners on the ground and start the build all the way until we're putting the last bolt in the foundation and getting out of here. This bracket is 1/4-inch plate steel. It is engineered. It comes with the specs and everything that show what its capabilities are.
As someone who does foundations and flat work, the quickness and the durability of this system to me is just amazing at such a good cost. And this bracket here, just a well engineered bracket. I haven't seen anything like this in my day, and I think it's the future. I really do. The inspectors,
they love it.
Yep, they love it. They do.
Every building inspector that I've showed this system to, and we've done it all the way up to the UP of Michigan, and they said the same thing. These are great. We love this system. We love what you're doing. Keep it up, because we see so many guys that are building these structures, they're just dropping them and leaving, and then we're left to tell people they can't live in it because it's not the code. We really care about long term. You know, we don't just care about today, dropping a building and running. I care about the future and you know, who's going to live in this, you know, down the line. I want it to be good. So many times I hear the older generation will say, I'm 60 years old, it won't matter in 30 years. But it will matter, because it matters to your kids, it matters to your grandkids. This is a system that's going to be good for them. I tell people this all the time. When you build a barndominium or you do this, like, this is a system your grandkids will thank you for. Housing is just so expensive, and it always has been. It's one of the single biggest costs that a family will incur in their lifetime. And so why not make it great? You know, why not make it last?